Okay, good morning to all. Now I'm going to teach The Tempest by Shakespeare for class 12. Today I am going to teach Act 4, Scene 1. You have already read Act 1, all the scenes, Act 2, all the scenes, Act 3, all the scenes. Here, Act 4, Scene 1, you will see the scene takes place before Prospero's cell. Here you find the characters present: Prospero, Ferdinand, and Miranda. So you know about Prospero, the man with the magical power. Ferdinand, you know, the son of Alonso. He is victim of the shipwreck. And Miranda, the very daughter of Prospero. So now they developed a very keen interest in each other. Prospero also acknowledged it. Now Prospero is telling, he's confessing his feelings towards Ferdinand. What he tells, please follow them. If I have too austerely punished you, here Prospero is telling to Ferdinand that if he has punished him austerely, please underline this word austerely, very seriously, very hardly, your compensation makes amends. But what compensation you are going to get, it amends, it makes up. So Prospero is telling he has punished Ferdinand in a very serious manner, but in comparison to the punishment, what compensation he gets, that makes up, that amends, underline the word amends, that makes up that punishment. For have given you here a thread of mine own life. So now he is telling that now he is going to offer the thread, underline the word thread, the very 1/3 of his life, or the very integral part of Prospero's life, that is his daughter. His daughter happens to be the very 1/3 part of his life, and only one part is for his magical power. So now he is going to offer this very important figure to very important person, which is a very integral part of his life, to Ferdinand, or that for which I live. Now Prospero is telling, if he is living, if he is surviving, if he is still sustaining his life, that is because of his daughter Miranda. So now he is offering her to Ferdinand, who once again I tender to thy hand. Now he is tendering, he is giving, underline the word tender. Tender means to give, to thy hand. All thy vexations were but my trials of thy love. But now, as soon as he will get the presence of Miranda, he will feel that his vexations, his hardships, his punishment, all his problems and difficulties will be easily overcome. Where but my trials of thy love? So all this thing, he was taking the trial, taking the test of Ferdinand, whether Ferdinand is a suitable character for Miranda or not. And thou hast strangely stood the test. So now Prospero is admitting, confessing that how much hardship, how much difficulties, how much problems given to Ferdinand, it is nothing but to test him. To test him whether he is the right person for Miranda or not. Afore heaven, so underline the word afore heaven, God is above, God is above, and God is watching them, and God is just before and watching. I ratify this my rich gift. So now he is ratifying, he is giving, underline the word ratify. Ratify means to give. This my rich gift, underline the word rich gift. Here rich gift refers to his rich gift is referred to his daughter. O Ferdinand, do not smile at me that I boast her of. Again, Prospero is reminding to Ferdinand that don't actually smile when he is boasting about his daughter. That means Prospero wants to tell, my daughter is more than my appreciation. My daughter's nature, my daughter's virtue, my daughter's quality is more than my appreciation. For thou shalt find she will outstrip all praise. So, in course of time, Ferdinand will find Miranda that she is more than her father's appreciation, and she will just surpass all the appreciation is done by her father, and make it halt behind her, and you will feel that all the appreciation, all the just praising will be just left behind her. She will be ahead, she will be forward. That means appreciation, she is more than her appreciation. Appreciation cannot limit her. Ferdinand, I do believe it against an oracle. Yes, Ferdinand is admitting the word of Prospero, telling that yes, he believes it as the word of a prophet, the word of a God. He believes in the word as if he is listening the very word from God. It is the voice of a prophet, and prophet is quite near to God. So he has to believe the words of Prospero. Then as my gift and thine own acquisition. So now he is telling, Prospero is telling to Ferdinand, please take this gift, and this gift is your acquisition. Underline the word acquisition. It is your prize. It is your prize, worthily purchased, and you have got it. You have won it. You have won her by your labor, by your activities, by your discipline, and by your obedience. You have purchased her. You have achieved her. Underline the word purchased. Here purchase means achieved. Take my daughter. So now Prospero is offering his daughter under the guidance of Ferdinand, telling that take my daughter, sit then and talk with her. So now you sit down and talk with her, just have the exchange of your emotion, exchange of your feelings. She is thine own. Now she is completely of yours. Now you have qualified in the test, and you are worthy to get Miranda. What Ariel, my industrious servant Ariel, then Prospero is giving call to his very powerful spirit, that is Ariel, and telling him that he is his industrious servant. Underline the word industrious, very hard working, very obedient, very, very, very uh, fascinated, very, very actually dedicated to his service. So Prospero has a high appreciation even for Ariel. Enter Ariel. Ariel, what would my potent master? Then Ariel is asking at the call of Prospero, telling, yes, what is the matter of my potent master? Please underline this word, potent master. Here potent refers to powerful, very powerful master. I am, yes, I am here. Here I am present just before you. You tell what I have to do. Assign me the work. I am ready to carry out your order. Prospero, thou and thy meaner fellows, your last service. So Prospero is telling to Ariel that you and your meaner fellows, underline this word, meaner fellows, your subordinates, your juniors, your subordinates, spirits, those are under your guidance. I want their last service. Deed worthily perform. So you please, you have done your service earlier very nicely, and I must use you in such another trick. So I want one more trick. Go bring the rebel. Please go and bring the rebel. Rebel means, underline the word rebel. Rebel means a group of spirits. Those are your subordinates over whom I give the power. And over whom I give the power, and I am giving you power here to this place. So I am giving you power. You utilize my power, Ariel, and bring a group of spirits here to this place. Incite them to quick motion. Just you encourage them to come quickly to the very place. For I must bestow upon the eyes of this young couple, because I want to bestow them. Underline the word bestow. Bestow means to give blessings. I want that these couples, Ferdinand and Miranda, should get blessings from the subordinate spirits. Bestow upon the eyes of this young couple some vanity of mine art, some vanity of my art, some illusion of my magic. That means I will create a kind of illusion. It is my promise, and they expect it from me. So, and they also expect it from me. So I want all these spirits, subordinate spirits, those are actually related to the marriage, those are related to giving the blessings. Please call them all here. Ariel, presently, yes, I am going to call them immediately. Ariel is telling, okay, I will call them very presently, immediately. Prospero, yes, with a twink, yes, with the twinkle of an eye. Underline the word twink. Here, twink refers to the twinkle of an eye. Ariel. Before you can say come and go. So I will call them as soon as possible within a very short time. How much time you take to say come and go. And breathe twice and cry. So just you breathe twice. How much time it takes to breathe twice? If within this time I will bring them here. So so. Underline this word. So means so. That means quickly I will bring them here. Each one tripping on his toe, and each one will come with a cat walking in a very slow stepping. Will be here with the mop and mow. Underline this word with the mop and mow. That means they will come with their grimaces, with their different appearance. Will be here with the mop and mow with their different appearances. Do you love me, master, or no? Then immediately Ariel is asking to Prospero that really he loves Ariel or not. Prospero, dearly, underline the word dearly very closely. Yes, Prospero is telling to Ariel, yes, I love you very closely. I love you very dearly. Now come, my Ariel, bring a corollary. Now come, my Ariel, bring a corollary. Underline the word corollary, a just an additional spirits, a group of spirits, rather than one a spirit appear and partly that means they should appear in a nimble condition, in a silent condition. No tongue, they will not talk, they will not utter any word, only through expression we will watch their activities. Only through the expression. No tongue is allowed, only expression is allowed. All eyes be silent. So, all eyes be silent, only they have the very silent expression. Tongue will not articulate, only eyes will give the indication. Enter Iris. Enter Iris. And please underline this word Iris. Iris, the goddess of rainbow. Please underline and write who is Iris. Iris happens to be goddess of rainbow. She is also known as messenger of Juno. She is also the messenger of Juno, and she is goddess of rainbow. So Iris is the spirit who appeared. Now Iris is telling to Ceres. Ceres is a goddess of agriculture. She is the goddess of Ceres. Underline the word Ceres. She is the goddess of agriculture, goddess of land, goddess of meadows, goddess of all type of agricultural products. Most a bounteous lady. She is very rich. She is a very rich lady. Thy rich lease. She has a very rich lease. Underline the word lease. She has a very nice meadows. She has very nice grassy fields. She has a very good agricultural land of wheat, rye, barley, peaches, oats, and peas. So she has many different types of fields, and from all these fields we are having different type of products. In some field wheat production is there, rye production is there, barley production is there, peaches production is there, oats production is there, peace productions are there. These are all related to the agricultural products. Thy turfy mountains, underline the word turfy mountain, even the very rough mountain now covered with the grassy, grassy part. Even the very rough mountain, the top part of the mountain is also full of grass, and where live nimbling sheep, where the sheep used to graze, they used to eat the grass. And flat meads thatched which Stover them to keep. Even the meads, the meadows, underline the word meads, the meadows, the grassy lands are there. The banks with the peoned and twilled brims. Even even your banks, the river banks, are very much fertile, which spongy April at thy hast berim, batteries to make cold nymphs, chaste crowns, and thy broom groves, whose shadow the dismissed bachelor loves. So, whose shadow the dismissed bachelor loves, being last learn thy pole clipped vineyard, and thy sea merge sterile and rocky herd, where thou thyself dost err, the queen of the sky, whose watery ark and messenger am I, bids thee leave these, and with her sovereign grace, sovereign grace. Here on this grass plot, in this very place, to come and spot her peacocks fly Amiens, underline the word Amiens, with the full of power, approach rich Ceres her to entertain. So now Iris is just calling to Ceres, and Ceres happens to be the goddess of agriculture, and she is the actually the owner of the different types of agricultural land, where different type of agro products are found. Now, with the call of Iris, Ceres appears. Now she is entering. Ceres, hell many colored messenger, that never does disobey the wife of Jupiter. So now, as soon as Ceres is entering, she is just hailing, underline the word hail. Hail means to welcome. Many colored messenger. She is addressing to Iris, who happens to be the goddess of rainbow. She is of many colored, 7 color mixed up to one color, that never dost disobey the wife of Jupiter. And she happens to be, she never disobey the wife of Jupiter, that is Juno. She is a very, very faithful servant of of Jupiter, and Juno is a wife name is Juno is the name of Juno's messenger. So Ceres is welcoming. Ceres is welcoming to the rainbow, that Iris, and Iris happens to be the very obedient of wife of Jupiter, that is Juno, who with thy saffron wings upon my flowers diffused honey drops, refreshing showers, and with each end of thy blue bow dust crown, my bosky acres and my unsrubbed down, rich scar to my proud earth, why hath thy queen summoned me hither to this short grassed green? So now Ceres is actually welcoming to Iris, and Iris, who happens to be the very devoted and dedicated messenger of Juno, and then Ceres is asking, so why she has been summoned, why she has been invited to this grassy land, and in such an occasion. Iris, a contract of true love to celebrate. So Iris is telling to 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 Ceres that so we have been asked to just celebrate a true lovers. The true lovers, those are the sincere lovers. They have the marriage, and we have to celebrate their occasion. And some donation freely to state on the blessed lovers. And even we have to give some donation. We have to give our blessings as a donation, as a gift to them. Ceres, tell me, heavenly bow. Then Ceres is asking to Iris, who happens to be the rainbow, the representative of rainbow. Now she's asking, tell me, heavenly bow, if Venus or her son, as thou dost know, do now attend the queen. Then Ceres is asking to Iris whether Venus and her son is coming to this ceremony or not to attend the queen, since they did plot the means that Dusky, this my daughter, got her and her blind boy's scandal company, I have forsworn. So now Ceres is asking to Iris whether in this function, in this celebration, whether Venus is coming or not, Venus and her son, because her son happens to be the Pluto, god of death. With the help of Venus and Cupid, abducted Prosperina, Ceres' daughter. So what this Pluto or this has done, he abducted, he kidnapped Prosperina, who happens to be the daughter of Ceres, from the earth to his kingdom. Ceres had therefore been harboring a strong grievance against both the mother and the son. Ceres describes Cupid's company as a scandal or very disgraceful. So that's why Ceres is asking to Iris whether in this function Venus and her son, this or Pluto, is coming or not. Why? Because Ceres does not have a good relationship with Venus and her son, because her son has kidnapped Prosperina, the very daughter of Ceres, and kept her in his own kingdom. So they are disliking each other, and Ceres does not like the very presence of Venus or her son in this meeting. Then Iris, of her society, be not afraid. So now Iris is telling, don't afraid to this sort of thing. I met her deity cutting the clouds towards Paphos, and her son, dove drawn with her. Here thought they to have done some unton charm upon this man and maid, whose vows are that no bad right shall be paid, before Heman's torch be lighted, but vain. Mars' hot minion is returned again. Her waspy headed son has broke his arrows, swears he will shoot no more, but play with the sparrows. So now Iris gave information to Ceres that Venus' son is not coming to this function because he his arrows are no more with him. He has broken the arrows. Now he is playing with the sparrows, with the birds, and be a boy right out. Ceres, highest queen of state, great Juno comes. So now, just when they were talking, then the queen, the wife of Jupiter, Juno, arrived on the spot. I know her by her gait. Underline the word gait. I know her by her walking, by the very stylish walking. Now enter Juno. Juno, how dost my bounteous sister? So Juno is just addressing to Ceres, telling my bounteous sister, my rich sister, go with me to bless this twine. So please come, we will bless these two couples, to these couples, to these two persons, to this pair of, underline the word twin. Twin refers to pair of couples, to bless this twin, to bless this pair, this couples means here Ferdinand and Miranda, that they may prosperous be and honored in their issue. So they will have the future prosperity, and they will have the good offsprings or good children. They will have good children, and they will be very favorable children for the parents. Song. Juno is now just have her song. Honor, riches, marriage blessing, long continuance and increasing, hourly joys be still upon you. Juno sings her blessings upon you. So Juno just sang a song, and through this song she showers the blessings upon these couples. Series. Arts increase, poison plenty, burns and garners never empty, vines and clustering, bunches growing, plants with goodly burden bowing, spring come to you at the furthest, in the very end of harvest. Scarcity and want shall sun you, Ceres blessing so is on you. So Ceres also bless the couples with the very words that they will have never empty of the food grains, they will never face any type of shortage, they will never have they will never face the poverty, they will never have any sort of scarcity. Ferdinand, this is the most majestic vision and harmoniously, charmingly. So now Ferdinand is very much fascinated, he is very much attracted, and he is very much enticed and very much hypnotized by the very vision of the spirits and their way of blessings to them. May I be bold to think the spirits. Then Ferdinand is telling they are the spirits, I am sure they are the spirits, and they have been arranged by Prospero, and they will bless us, and we will have our very prosperous future. We will have very bright future. We will have very golden future. Prospero, spirits. Now Prospero is declaring, yes, they are spirits. They are all spirits. They are all powerful magical elements, which by mine art I have from their confines called to enact my present fancies. Yes, I have called them here by the power of my art. Because of my magical power, I have invited them here and to have this blessing ceremony here. Ferdinand, let me live here ever. Oh, Ferdinand is telling, I want to live here permanently. So rare a wonderful father and a wise makes this place paradise. And now Ferdinand is expressing his great willingness to live here on this land forever, and he also is liking this land as a very nice land, and he is also appreciating Prospero as a very wonderful father who is having very wonderful capacity, who has made this island not a common place but an uncommon place like a paradise. So now Ferdinand thinks that this small island is not simply an island, it is really a paradise for him, where ever peace is there. There is no disturbances, there is no problems, there is no lechery, there is no any sort of conspiracy. It is a very nice place, very sweet place. Juno and Ceres whisper and send Iris on employment. Prospero, sweet now silence. Juno and Ceres whisper seriously. There is something else to do. Hush and be mute, or else our spell is marred. So now Prospero is telling, sweet now silence. Juno and Ceres whisper seriously. So now Juno and Ceres are whispering very seriously. They will bless you. If you talk in between, then their blessing will be marred. Underline the word marred. Their blessing will be badly affected. Iris, you nymphs. Now Iris is calling the nymphs, the water, that mermaid. Nymphs means mermaid. Mermaid, you understand, the half of the ladies and half of the fish. Called naiadas, naiadas of the wandering brooks, with your sage crowns and ever harmless looks, leave your crisp channels and on this green land. Answer your summons, Juno does command. Come, temperate nymphs, and help to celebrate a contract of true love. Be not too late. So now Juno does command. Now Juno is commanding to all the nymphs to come and to bless these couples. Enter certain nymphs, you sunburnt sickleman of August very, come hither from the furrow and be merry. Make holiday your tie straw hats put on, and these fresh nymphs encounter everyone in country footing. Enter certain reapers properly habited, they join with the nymph in a graceful dance towards the end whereof Prospero starts suddenly and speaks, after which is to a strange hollow and confused noise they heavily vanished. Prospero. Now you keep up to this one, so let it be here. Then next class we have